junior Ben Nichols. And at the forward positions, Brian Dougal and P.J. Nielsen. Boy, Paul Zelmer, this is a guy that is the second leading scorer in the Big 8, averaging 21 points a ball game. And if this guy gets rolling, Beloit might have a long, long night.
One of the things that Craig is going to have to do is control the inside game of Carl Boyd, and there on your screen, the Big 8 standings. There you see Craig on top, West in second, and La Follette in third. Beloit on a 4-game winning streak is up there in 4th place.
Well, coming into tonight, is my mic on?
Yeah.
Just checking here. Coming into tonight, Coach Bob Suter really wants to try to prevent Beloit's guards from penetrating. They've got some size, they've got some quickness, but then again, so does Craig. Craig is awfully quick. They will press you all night, and with that deep bench, they can go in those, go back in, substitute, get those fresh legs like we see with the Clinton girls. So they're able to press all night, and that's one of the keys coming in for the Cougars. And we're ready to get this one underway.
And there's Coach Bob Cerniglia just on your screen for the Purple Knights, and we are underway, Ryan.
Dougal and Boyd going up for the jump. And Dougal gets an easy 2 right off the bat, and a steal by Nichols. They're gonna slow it up. There's Dougal again.
Oh, is he hot?
10 feet, and he's got a quick 4 right off the bat here in Janesville Craig. And they will put that full court press on. Trey Brown controls it for Beloit. He will try to get it to Boyd.
They tried to get it in there to number 24, Earl Hodges, and then to Boyd, but that failed on the lob pass. And this is going to be a run and gun game, as we mentioned. Both teams liking the up-tempo pace.
Oh, you bet they like to run. Trey Brown going up. Boyd trying to get the putback, and here they come again. Boyd up hard, won't get it.
Tried a little too hard on that basket, Carl Boyd with the shot.
Well, you can already tell I'm excited about this one, as like a lot of these fans, this game always proves to be a goodie.
P.J. Nielsen called for his first foul, and that'll put to the line number 40, Curtis Wilson, 6'7", a senior.
They have some size. They've got some size advantage as Curtis connects with his first from the line. They've got some size advantage coming into tonight, but Craig, with their quickness, really kind of picks up the slack in that category.
Well, Craig has Dougal out there at 6'5", so it's not too much of an advantage.
And Dougal, one of their best shooters, even at 6'5". P.J. Nielsen at the top will get it to Zelmer. He'll kick it back out.
Dillon.
There's Nichols, the only returning starter to this Craig team, goes to the floor.
Paul Zelmer got a lot of playing time last year off the bench, and he did start in a couple of games, but he's really come to form this year.
And the Craig offense back in business. Nichols in and out, rebound by Nielsen, and they are really battling the underneath here in the early going. 6:36 remaining in the first. Craig up by 2. They got those all 4 points from Dougal, the 6'5" senior, and there's Mr. Nichols for the 3, and the Cougars up by 5. And Patrick, we should say thanks to Beloit for getting the lineups and the uniform numbers all correct tonight. Wilson going up.
Yeah, it didn't work though. Yeah, we got the right numbers this game. As you remember from our Parker Beloit game, we had a little mix-up in the numbers and got off to a slow start.
Yeah, we had to create the lineup as the game progressed. There's a steal by Hodges. But then he couldn't keep the handle on it, and here come the Cougars. Sloppy play going on. Here's Wilson, gonna pish it up quickly. And Trey Brown couldn't find the two.
Beloit,
the open shot.
Beloit missing a lot of shots down there this evening. They've only got 2 points on the board.
And number 44, P.J. Nielsen, picks up his second foul, and you don't want to see that because P.J. Nielsen at 6'5" is one of the players that actually brings in some size for the Cougars. And with Carl Boyd, 6'3", Curtis Wilson at 6'7", boy, you don't want to see him go down.
Well, he misses his first shot there. And that's at the line, Curtis Wilson. And he makes the second one.
So he's got Beloit's 3 points, 3 for 4 from the line. Here's Nichols, looks for the three, decides to kick it out for Dougal. Dougal will miss, and they'll bring it back out, the Cougars.
Rebound went to Zelmer out of the hands of Carl Boyd.
And the rebound brought down by Wilson.
Little foul action down there by the Craig Cougars.
Pasquale Wisdom goes up hard, and he is fouled.
Gonna call it on Dougal as first.
And with 5:19, Craig, 3 team fouls, while Beloit sits with 1.
Pascal Wisdom, a 6'2" senior for the Purple Knights at the line.
I remember last year's meeting as he connects between Craig and Beloit here. Pasquale Wisdom really lit a fire under the Purple Knights in the first half and really kept that one close, but then Craig pulled it out with some obvious quality shooting, as they can do so well in the second half. Here's Nickel, he's gonna drive, kick it back out, but it's deflected.
That was deflected by Wilson, Curtis Wilson, number 40. He took advantage of his height there.
And Dougal will inbound it. Nichols guarded by Brown. And it will go out of bounds on Dougal. So the Purple Knights.
That was a good block by Curtis Wilson on Dougal's shot there, too.
So far, some sloppy play here in the early going.
Yeah, sure is.
Both offenses unable really to get anything going, as Curtis Wilson will go all the way and get it to drop. And this ball game is tied up at 7 apiece. Dougal tries to get it quickly into Brown, and they'll have to go back out.
Zelmer.
It's Zelmer, oh baby, count the 3.
His first 3 of the game.
Second leading scorer in the Big 8 finds his first points of the ball game. Wilson once again drives. And they'll get it to Hodges.
Carl Boyd.
Or excuse me, Boyd.
His first 2.
And Brian Dillon gets to 2, and the lead is back 12-9.
Craig was up by 5 at best.
Brown going up. Another foul is committed. And we have some substitutions coming in for Beloit. I see Kevin Burns, number 22, Dwayne White, and one other.
Neil Harrison and Kevin Burns.
We can hear, the PA announcer is plenty loud enough. Sure he will be of some help tonight. Down by 3, Beloit controls it. Burns, good penetrator. And one of those things that we mentioned early on, Craig will try to prevent the guards of Beloit from penetrating.
They've set up in a nice 2-3 zone right now.
And they'll try it.
Oh, 35, that would be Neil Harrison.
Craig up by 1. And the referee sees some little talking going on between
Action away from
Brown
the ball.
of Craig and Carl Boyd. And they're still talking. And the ref just said, here's Dillon going up.
Dillon going up, but I think they're going to get 22 over the back, and 22, Dwayne White.
Eric Brown now talking to Wilson. And the ref once again coming over to Mr. Brown. Saying, hey, Eric, you got to take a chill here.
Yeah, they're both jawing on each other and continue to do it after the first warning. So,
well,
yeah, they're still jawing at each other.
You know, Brown's now talking to Wilson, and the ref had already come out just a bit ago when Brown and Boyd were going at it. Brown had transferred from Indianapolis.
They called a technical.
They called a technical, and that's a good call because he had 2 warnings, 2 clear warnings and more, and he kept talking, and that's a good call, a technical.
On Eric Brown of the Janesville Craig Cougars. He's 6'6", junior.
And Coach Suter really not happy with the call, it seems, but hey, you know, he was warned continuously.
There he is on
Not
your
enough
screen.
smarts to just be quiet, and he gets called with a technical. And in a game like that, you know, Bob Suter just does not want that to happen. And it looks like no one.
Brian Dillon's at the line for the original foul on number 22, Dwayne White, and he makes his shot. His second free throw, 4th point of the game.
So much talking going on, Patrick. I forgot that Dillon had to shoot from the line.
And now Beloit is selecting their shooter, and that will be Dondre Bell on the technical.
And Dondre Bell, the 5'9" senior guard, hits his first. Yeah, just a lot of intensity in this ball game.
You know what, he makes both of those. You know what I think is both teams were expected to come out in an up-tempo game, and they both came out and tried to do that, and it hasn't been working. They've been getting mixed up, turning the ball over, missing shots. Now they're both trying to slow it down a little bit.
I totally agree. A little frustration definitely playing out here. 3:10 left in the first. Cougars up by 1. Beloit controls it, though. And Carl Boyd, nice little turnaround from the baseline, and now the Purple Knights up by 1. Dougal, guarded tightly, will have to kick it back out. Working the perimeter. Zelmer, nice pass to number 30, Brian Dougal.
His 6th point, Brian Dougal.
Zelmer awfully quick, and he showed it there with a pass. And White goes up. Loose ball. And they are really battling after it.
And it didn't go out of bounds.
Wilson tries to get it. And here come the Cougars, and the fans are loving the intensity.
Dillon picked his pocket.
Zelmer almost stepped out of bounds. We'll kick it out to Nichols for the 3 and count.
That's Brian Dillon for 2, for 3.
Why do I want to say Nichols? I'm getting those two confused, and I apologize for that.
That's your alma mater over there, the green and gold.
And that is Zelmer for 3. And they are really starting to come alive, and Beloit not liking what they're seeing right now. Hot shooting by the Cougars. And Coach Bob Cerniglia calls a timeout.
Brian Dillon has 4 points, and Paul Zelmer has 6 points on 2 3-pointers. Dougal has 6 so far, and the Cougars are up by a big 7 points.
Well, you mentioned the intensity level, Patrick. Both teams coming out rather sluggish, but oh boy, the Cougars are starting to heat up.
Nice passing inside for the Cougars and then kicking it right back outside, and there's been an open shot outside. Eventually, they're going to draw Beloit out to guard those, and that's going to open up the inside.
You bet. You know, they don't have the size inside, but they're so quick and so tough on the passing game. They can find the open man inside and get the ball in quickly, and that sometimes helps along with the size.
The inside defense for Beloit has been pretty strong, though. They've really clammed up on Dougal there on that one shot. All of them got in the paint, so that outside shot, Zelmer with 2 of them, is really helpful for the Cougars.
So a minute 45 left in the first. Cougars up by 7.
What a crowd here tonight. Holy cow, it's packed. There's people sitting behind us in folding chairs and standing along the walls.
And here's the full court press put on by the Cougars on Burns. And they're going to have to push it up because they will not let up. Burns will go to the hole a little hard.
Beloit has missed a lot of shots like that.
They have. And here's Nichols. And he can't get it to go down. And he will go to the line.
They're going to call Kevin Burns for his first foul on the Beloit Purple Knights. Ben Nichols, a 6'1 junior, starter for the Cougars.
And he hits the first. Well, he gets the pair, and the lead up to 9 for the Cougars. Boyd gets it across. And a traveling call on Trey Brown, the 6'2 senior. And Beloit hitting a wall here in the last couple of minutes.
The Cougars up by 9, their biggest lead of the game, and can you believe this is still the first quarter? It's been an intense first quarter.
They'll get it inside to number 50, Jason Elliott, and here come the Purple Knights. Nice pass. Oh, and Boyd wanted to slam. I think he was kind of afraid he might have been called with the offensive goaltend.
And Beloit again misses a shot. They get it inside and they're missing. The shot's right under the basket. Craig defense has a little to do with that, but they are cold underneath.
Their defense will stick on you all night. And they try to get it into Boyd. And there's a foul underneath, and it will be against the Purple Knights. Number 23, Carl Boyd. And that's his first foul, 14th foul for Beloit.
Under a minute, first quarter.
Yeah, you're right. It's just wrapping up the first intense. And Zelmer is called with the traveling. Looked for the 3, was a little unsure, and he gets the traveling. And Beloit, you know, really not taking a lot of time bringing the ball up, but so far they haven't really had a problem.
Wilson misses a shot from the free throw line, and it's out of bounds, Cougars.
Ball went out on Trey Brown of Beloit.
Wilson with 5 points missed the bunny there.
Well, now Craig really hot there, but then has kind of sloughed off a little bit, but they still have a lead by 9. Jason Elliott will kick it out for the final shot, and they wanted a goaltend, but they won't get it, and the first quarter will come to a close with the Craig Cougars leading 24-15. We'll come back with the second quarter right after this. You're watching the Crown Cable Game of the Week.
Heaters, floor sanding equipment, cross-country skis.
Janesville Rental Center is the area's headquarters for all of your rental needs.
Gas, car seats, packaging and shipping.
They have up-to-date equipment backed by first-rate service. They'll take the time before you leave to show you how to use the equipment properly.
Steamers, pig roasters, tow bars, wheelbarrows.
You won't believe what's all available until you see it all for yourself. Janesville Rental Center, open 7 days a week on Pontiac Drive just east of Shopko. Call 754-6628.
New 95s are arriving daily at Hamelsboro Ford and Fort Atkinson. So to make room, every remaining 94 is clearance sale price. Many are below invoice. This is your best chance to pay the lowest price on 94s. Cars, trucks, and vans below invoice. A huge selection of 94 Escorts. The Janesville and Madison dealers don't like it, but we make it worth your while to take a short drive to where your friends are. Hamelsboro Ford, Highway 26 South in Fort Atkinson. Like Darryl says, it's just a short drive from high prices.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Some hot shooting by the Cougar guards late way through the first has gotten Craig out to a 9-point lead after one, 24-15. Beloit will pick it up here in the start of the second. Trey Brown at the top, and he will fire the long shot. Won't do it. Rebound, Earl Hodges. He will try to bring it out. Can't keep the handle. Loose ball, and it's a jump ball, and Craig will pick it up.
That was good defense there. Brian Dillon getting in to cause the jump ball. Out of bound possession arrow goes to the Cougars.
Nichols will go. Won't find it. Tough defense inside put on Beloit. But they'll find Zelmer. Zelmer goes to the glass, and he is fouled and will go to the line.
Trey Brown getting up in the air trying to block that, got a little bit of wrist, and he'll be called for the foul. And that's his first.
Each team is sitting with 5 team fouls. Zelmer hits the first. And hits the pair. 26-15, Craig on top. They'll get it across. Oh.
Boyd was blocked, I believe, by Zelmer there.
Here's number 20, a little turnaround. Boyd tries to get the, Wilson tries, I was right, Boyd tries to get the putback.
Beloit just can't get a basket to go down. That was about 4 shots there at the basket.
I should probably look at the monitor. That's a long ways from here. We're on the other end. Brown lobs it over on the left baseline. To Earl Hodges, and he gets some key points for the Purple Knights. 26-18. Ben Nichols. Will try to get it in. Dillon will kick it out. And the foul will be called, and I'll be interested to see who. Yeah, it's going to be on number 22, Ben Nichols.
That's his first personal foul, and that was a good rebound there by Trey Brown that set up the foul.
Well, with 6:20 left in the first half, the Purple Knights get into the bonus. Brown guarded by Dillon. Wilson kicks it out to Carl Boyd, and he goes up hard.
That was blocked by number 44 for the Craig Cougars, P.J. Nielsen. They're going to call Dougal for a second foul.
So Carl Boyd will go to the line. And Eric Brown, who is called for a technical, a little too much trash talking in the first, enters the ball game back in for the Cougars.
I have a feeling he had a little conference with the coaching staff over on the Craig Cougar bench.
I have a feeling you are right. Carl Boyd hits his first. You know, Suter, I mean, he's not going to take that stuff. In a game like this, a key conference matchup with a rival like Beloit Memorial, you got to play smart. And he gets the pair.
This is a long-time rivalry between these two teams.
Oh.
Cougar leads the series 47-23 all time.
Dillon drives and finds Zelmer, but here come the Purple Knights. Kevin Burns.
3 shots, including an attempted slam dunk by Carl Boyd. Nothing there.
Having a hard time keeping a hold on the ball. They will find Dillon. Fires a 3, no go. Here comes Dillon, or excuse me, Burns. Burns will go coast to coast. And number 44, P.J. Nielsen with the rebound. He'll go. And he is fouled as he goes to the hole.
And that's the kind of game that these fans turned up to see. That run and gun on both teams.
So the Cougar lead at 6, 26-20, 5-17 left in the first half. And here's my guy, Sheldon Evans, number 52 for Beloit Memorial. He's in the ball game. He is a big guy.
6'5", a senior, and I think we talked about last time, I bet you he's on the football team.
I'll tell you, look at Sheldon Evans and then Eric Brown for Craig. I have a feeling you're going to see some toughness inside by those two guys. So, and some Beloit fans really yelling at Shelton to go in strong if there was a miss, but there wasn't. And Burns will bring it up for the Purple Knights. Double team, really putting that pressure on the Cougars. Number 35, Neil Harrison. And just can't get anything going right now, Patrick.
Yeah, they're stuck at 20.
And number 24, Eric Meyer gets the 3 to push the lead to 10. And Burns is called with the travel.
And that equals the biggest lead the Cougars have had in this game.
I don't know, just maybe I guess. I have a feeling that Beloit, they've got to make sure they can get over the hump tonight. I think that's going to play key. Inside, nice pass inside.
And he took a shot under there, Eric Meyer, and he'll go to the line as he's fouled by number 52, Sheldon Evans. His first.
So, I don't know if I really explained myself well. It just, you see teams that, they're really outmatched in a lot of areas, and Beloit is kind of tonight, but still can play with the opposition. But they get down by 10, they'll get the lead to 6 or 5, and they, those teams can, never get past that hump.
Yeah, the 5-point hump. We've seen that a lot this year.
Yeah, we have. And I have a feeling that might be something that will happen tonight. Sheldon Evans, nice little pass to number 35, Neil Harrison, and he gets the 2.
He did step out of bounds right in front of us, number 22.
I'll tell you,
almost joined the broadcast, Ben Nichols.
When I got here tonight and saw where our broadcast setup was going to be, I had a feeling that we might have some players and ball in our faces tonight, and that was our first time.
Yeah.
So far, we've been kind of lucky.
Let's see if they hit your water. It's
I hope
kind of a target.
I just don't want Sheldon Evans coming in at me. Or Brown for Craig, I don't want those guys coming after me. They're too big. Well, lead at 10. Burns guarded by Zelmer and Nichols. And they'll get it across. Number 35 goes up, Neil Harrison. And he's got the last 4 points for the Purple Knights.
6 in the game for him.